afternoon. My name is Justin. I was asked to give a speech on budgeting, and I know budgeting isn't everybody's favorite, but it's very important. No, 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 don't run away. I know it sounds boring, but trust me. Budgeting is not just about money. It's about everything in your life. It's about your time, your friends, your family, your goals, your emotions, and happiness. Budgeting is the key to creating the best life you can for yourself and others. Let me ask you a question. Do you have a plan for your future? Do you know what to do, where you want to go, and how to get there? If not, don't worry, you're not alone. This is one of the things I want you to start thinking about. I want you to get a clear vision of your future. This is a good place to start. This time in your life, you're young, your mind is still moldable, your life is an open book. You can write it any way you want. I want you to just start visualizing what it is that you actually want to achieve and what makes you happy and what's going to bring you joy. So the sooner you start planning, the easier it's going to be for you to achieve your dreams, your goals and desires. Setting goals is a fundamental component of professional growth and personal. Goals provide us with direction, motivation, a sense of purpose. Without goals, we may find ourselves aimlessly wandering through life, lacking the focus and drive needed to accomplish our dreams, our aspirations, and really making an impact on this world. I think that's what we're all here to do, is to leave our little mark. I'd like to tell you a little story about a boat in a harbor. When you start it up, it has no driver. You push the throttle and you jump off the boat. It's very unlikely that boat will get out of the harbor, and if it does, it'll probably crash upon the rocks or aimlessly get lost out in sea. It has no direction, it has no sail, it has no destination. It'll end up on whatever shore the wind blows it to. Now let's take that same boat. Let's put a captain aboard with a clear destination, a map, enough fuel, a radio, a charted course. Chances are 99 out of 100 times that boat will reach the next harbor because it has a plan, has a strategy. It's easily measured, it's time bound, it knows when it's going to show up. That's how you want to plan your life. And one way to start planning is to set goals for yourself. And what I mean by setting goals, I mean writing them down specifically. Goals are destinations on a map. They tell you where you want to go and what to accomplish. Goals can be big or small, short-term or long-term, personal or professional. For example, you may have a goal to get good grades in school, or to learn a new skill, or to travel to another country, or to make new friends. Whatever your goals are, they should be SMART. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. That's a SMART goal. This means you should be able to describe them clearly, track your progress, make sure they are realistic, relate them to your values and interests. Really, focus on this part. Relate them to your values and interests. Set a deadline for them. Your why is the biggest reason you'll get your goals. It's not willpower, it's why power. What's my why? So my why for doing this speech or getting into life coaching was I wanted to help. I wanted to help other people become the best version of themselves. I had two dads, and they were both really busy working, and my real dad and the stepdad, and I just kind of slid through the cracks. I didn't get a lot of time with them. I didn't get that education from them that I needed, and that's okay. So you have to go get that information yourself. So I'm trying to give you as much as I can here to help you steer your life wherever you want to go. But setting goals is not enough. You also have to schedule time for them. Scheduling is planning a route on a map. It tells you how to get from where you are to where you want to be. Scheduling helps you organize your time and prioritize your tasks. It also helps you to avoid procrastination and distractions. This is budgeting. You have to avoid those time wasters in your life, people and things that just take too much time, and they're not worth it. You know, there has to be a reward for what you're giving out. So to schedule your time effectively, you need to use a calendar or a planner. Write down everything you need to do when you need to do it. You also need to estimate how long each task will take and leave some buffer time for unexpected events. And most importantly, you need to stick to your schedule and follow through with your actions. This is where your why comes in. Why do you want to do this? Take some time here. 2 minutes, right now. This gives you the power to follow through. Willpower will last a little while, but why power lasts and keeps you motivated till you get your goal. That's why you have to be crystal clear with yourself and write it down. A written goal, I can't remember it's like 67% greater that you'll follow through with it if it's just wrote down. I know that it's around 65% if you have somebody that you're accountable to. So, what's an example of a clear goal? So, here's an unclear goal. Oh, I'd really like some more money. Okay, here's $1 or $2. Get out of here. So, what you should say when you're writing a goal is, I need $3,500. There's this beautiful red truck. It's not the best, but it'll get me to work, it'll get me to school, it's practical, and it's going to be reliable. And that figure may be a little higher or a little less, whatever. But it's clear, it's specific, and it's time bound. You know, I need it for school, I need it for work. So just keep those things in mind. Budgeting is not just about time and goals. It's also about money and resources. Money is like a fuel on a map. It helps you to get from where you go and where you want to be. Money can buy you things that make you happy, like food, clothes, entertainment, travel, and friends. Just kidding. But money can also cause you stress if you don't manage it well. Manage your money. You'll need to track your income, your expenses, save some money for emergency, future needs, spend less than you earn, and avoid debt and interest. Avoid debt and interest is the big one. You also need to be smart about how you use your money. Don't waste it on things that don't matter or that harm you or others. Instead, invest it in things that add value or that help you and others. Right here, I'm going to find a downloadable link to print out a budget sheet, or I'm sure you can find it fairly easy yourself. That's pretty self-explanatory. You know, just plug in all the numbers, you know what money you have coming in, and allow for all of the other little things in life, because there's a lot to it. And this is where I want to add in, build your credit early when you're young, because when you turn about 18 or 19, you're going to find that love of your life. You're going to want to be able to buy a car, purchase a house, and maybe 20, 25 too. But some of you are going to be really lucky and be able to do this when you're 18. So plan for it now, okay? Remember the old golden rule, you reap what you sow. Your mind is a garden of fertile soil. It doesn't care what seeds you put in, they will grow. So it's your responsibility to put in the very best seeds to grow the garden or the life that you choose. It's all up to you. You are solely responsible for your life. Your past doesn't matter. Your upbringing, that doesn't matter. You have the power to pick up a book, to master your mind power, master your emotions. You could build your own game. Whatever it is that you want, you can have it. It's yours to choose. It's all up to you. You're solely responsible for your life. The sooner you accept this, the sooner you can get started on reaching your dreams and goals. Just remember, we all get what we focus on, so it's best to stay focused on exactly what it is that you want and make your decisions from there. Okay? Hopefully you understand your goals more. There might be some limiting beliefs holding you back. that you'll have to be honest with yourself and really face it and develop a mindset of growth. Now, there are generally two mindsets, fixed and growth. The fixed mindset says, I'm not good at math. I'll never be good at math. Math is too hard for me. The growth mindset, says, somebody else has done it. I can do it. I can learn it as well. I can get a tutor. I can put in more time. I can learn math. I can become an accountant if I want to. That's the growth mindset. Develop that early because we can all learn. Most of the time in life, we have to fail first to get that experience. What is wisdom? It's just experience. How do you get experience? You have to fail. You have to try. You have to adjust. What else did I want to throw in here? Some good books to read to really set your course if you're into maximum growth and living the best life that you can. Is Awaken the Giant with Tony Robbins. I think I have it out. I don't. I have a couple of them. 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. Brennan Brown, Braving the Wilderness. This is really good for finding yourself and being authentically you. Think and Grow Rich, if you really want to make an impact in the world. And also there's a book called The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. Amazing. I think Albert Einstein said that the compound effect is the 8th wonder of the world. Anybody can be a millionaire by the time they're 40 or 50 if you start an IRA with a fiduciary, somebody who helps you set it all up. And you have to have the right guy because there's a lot of little points and things that they can charge you. But if you read that book by Darren Hardy, The Compound Effect, he'll give you all of that, all the tools you need. And there's also a book by Tony Robbins called Unshakable, which is a phenomenal book. So there's a couple more books I'll recommend. The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz, An Introduction to NLP by Joseph O'Connor. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this gave you some ideas to better your life, to get you on track wherever you're going and wherever you want to be. Football star, scientist, history teacher, I'm a historian or a teacher, whatever. Just be authentically you. Live every day to the fullest, and best wishes. Thank you very much. Oh, and one last thing. You are the sum total of the 5 people you hang out with. If the people you're hanging out with aren't going in where you want to go, find some new friends. It's okay to say, hey, I love you, but you're not on the same path. And my goals, my dreams are really important to me. So make those right decisions. Take responsibility for yourself, and God bless.